All right, we play first, and I think we mull the one lander. Well, I guess we mull the one lander again. Not a great hand, but we'll keep. All right, I mean, I guess if I had to have 4 lands in one card, Impact's not like the worst, since potentially finds me a better threat, right? Maybe lets me down an extra land. Maybe it lets me find one of my more bomby threats. I guess my opponent's not doing anything, so that's good. He hasn't played second color, interestingly. Let's do the empath here. It definitely seems correct. Hopefully find a creature of some... All right, well, put that on the bottom and put that on top. And free draw. Voila. Empath's pretty good. No doubt. So next turn we probably do Visionary. If he plays some huge threat here, maybe I Wild Instincts it, but... All right. Well, it's not too intimidating. Oh. Don't mind if I do. It's a good trade for me. Empath number 2 versus Visionary. That's interesting. I mean, the thing is I can play Visionary plus Leaf Gilder, but what do I like more? I don't even know. I think maybe Visionary Leaf Gilder's better. I mean, this straight up could just draw me a creature card, but ramping could also be good. I'm going to Visionary Leaf Gilder, I think. I like it a little bit more. Plus, I could just draw like a Mana Gorger Hydra here or something and still play it, which seems really good. Or maybe I get like a Read the Bones, which I think I would actually just play. It seems like a good opportunity on an empty board to like find some stuff. I'm running 2 of them too. Yeah. Called Shot. I think Read the Bones here is actually just really good. We have no threats facing us. I don't need land. Titanic Growth I will take. Okay. Titanic Growth's a pretty nice trick. Okay. Not the worst. I mean, better Elvish Visionary than... Ooh, Molten Vortex is a great card. That's worthy of bringing in a Caterpillar for, to be honest. Well, Reeve Soul does not feel worth it on an Eyeblight Assassin. I think we just go Empath first. Hopefully find one of our bombs. Well, I'll settle for a Leaf Gilder and play it. You really can't deny a free creature draw. But Molten Vortex is good. I mean, he can just start pitching lands and killing our guys. I mean, kind of sucks. It's not the worst. Wild Instincts gets a lot worse with Molten Vortex, so I do have to be conscious of that. I mean, once again, I'm fine with this trade. All right, well, the nice thing is I can Reeve Soul that, so I'm pretty glad I saved that. And Disciple, too. All right, well, Great draw, actually. Kill Prickle Boar. Drop Disciple and pass. So he'd have to pitch 2 lands to kill it, which is good. If he doesn't, we have Wild Instincts. Oh, or he has Reef Soul. Alright, we still have stuff, I guess. Alright, well, I play the Leaf Gilder. I mean, if he wants to pitch lands to kill it, I won't put up a stink about it. I'm not going to Titanic Growth in response, I don't think. He's already gotten great value off that Mana Vortex, or Molten Vortex rather. There we go. Let's drop Bomby Dude. We don't have any Macabre Waltzes, which is kind of a problem. So I can Wild Instincts the Bully and draw a card. It seems pretty good to me, actually. And then it's actually lethal next turn with a Titanic Growth. Still think this works out okay for us. I mean, considering we've got Titanic Growth. I think I actually Titanic Growth first. Because, I mean, I could wait for him to ditch the land, but he might do it after combat. I think I'm just gonna buff it now. I could, like I said, I could wait for him to ditch the land, but if he does it after combat, I don't get the extra 4 damage in, so it just feels better to do it right now. Draw my card. And I even get to follow up with a 2/2, which is cool. So, I mean, I guess I was wrong. We do have lethal next turn, but it's not lethal if he draws like a... Basically, he gets to kill the Dwynen's Elite, I guess. Alright, I'm actually going to let that resolve. If he drew another land, Titanic Growth, he could get me, so I might as well just cast it on my Demon, I think. Okay. Well, Demon did some big work for us there. I mean, our opponent's deck doesn't seem that good. Actually, the Molten Vortex definitely does, but the Fire Fiend Elemental, rather, was just a... I don't understand that attack. He really should have waited for me to attack, and then... I mean, I'm glad he did it like that. It was definitely beneficial. Eyeblight Assassin is really strong against us. I'm going to have to be conscious of that. But yeah, I think we at least want to bring in 1 Caterpillar. I think I'll bring it in for Archer. Archer on the draw seems a lot worse, against an aggro deck especially. But having a Caterpillar seems pretty awesome. I mean, I could do 2. Because that Molten Vortex is just a really strong card. And it kills like most of the stuff in our deck too. But having just a 1-mana 1/1 is not that good. I mean, maybe Zyndakar's Royal is a good way to offset it. Possibly is. I almost want another empath now, just because how awesome that card played. But on the draw, I think we'll. I guess Orchard Spirit maybe. It's not that it's not good getting through, but maybe I do ditch Orchard Spirit for another empath. I mean, we mulled a 5 and won that. I feel like if I get a hand I can keep, empath can find me my Caterpillar too. I'm gonna keep this, like this. I feel like I can outvalue his aggro plan. Obviously, I can out aggro his plan, right? I mean, if his plan is that slow, where he keeps his 7-card hand and can't beat my mull to 5, that's 4 lands and 1 spell. Saving the Caterpillar till I see something it can kill. Otherwise, or I guess until I can leave the mana up. Well, Marauder is a card. It's not, however, an elf. I'm not going to play the Caterpillar here. So I can play Marauder, and I think I'm pretty comfortable sacking the Trapper, actually. Well, read the bones, and we're going to do our own read the bones, so seems fine with me. Read the bones is best played on an empty board, absolutely. So what am I looking for with read the bones? I mean, I don't exactly need land. Could actually play Elvish Visionary. It's an interesting question. I mean, I can play Visionary off the Trapper. And it's a great Fleshbag Marauder target. Might actually be that Visionary's better here. But then the question is, do I want to play... Oops. Do I want to... Oh, I forgot to... One sec here. Do I want to play Visionary off of our Gnarlroot Trapper? Because I have quite a... Like, I could get a Leaf Gilder or something. But then, even if I got a Leaf Gilder, I could still play it off the Trapper. Okay, let's just play the Visionary. Okay. Instead, we're going to just play a land and swing with Trapper. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Undead Servant number 1. A lot of Titanic Growths. Seems like a fine time to play Fleshbag Marauder. So I guess we swing with Visionary. Drop a Marauder. Okay. Not the worst. Alright. It's got some stuff. Llanowar Empath's a great draw. Let's do that. Okay. Actually, do I want the land? I suppose I don't need it. Okay. I guess we'll bottom the land, and we'll top the shaman, of course. Play a land. Still can't play shaman. But next turn I can play shaman plus read the bones with my gnarl root trapper, so okay. I guess he has to attack with the bully, so we're going to try and block the assassin. He might use a removal spell on Empath. Not that that would be that bad. All right, well, Caterpillar is good to have here. I have a feeling we're going to take some damage, but... Alright, that's not the worst. Okay, so we take 6, which is fine. No more plays. So we go... Well, that's a good draw. Can't quite play it yet. Alright, so we go Caterpillar... Blow up Vortex before we play Shaman. And then we go Shaman off of this. And our opponent only loses 2, but we can at least try and block the Majoring Bully. Alright. Pretty good value reaped here, but maybe I can play my demon next turn if I draw a land. If I can't draw a land, read the bones, leave up Titanic Growth. Alright, let's just slam demon. And leave back Trapper in case I have to chump block. Oh yeah, forgot about the Titan Strength. Guess I should have chumped. Well, Empath's a good draw. Let's do... I don't want to use Trapper. I'm kind of low on life. Oh, well, that's good. I can leave both on top, I guess, huh? So we'll put this one on top first, then the Deadbridge Shaman, drop Shaman, and pass. I mean, kind of have the benefit of... I mean, at least he had a 2-for-1 himself. Actually, it was more like a 3-for-1, right? Because he lost Bully, he lost Titan Strength, we drew a card. So it wasn't like the worst. Chandra's Fury would be bad. Wait. Well, at least our opponent has to discard, I guess. So we go to 1. It's pretty harsh. Unfortunately, I can't cast Read the Bones anymore. And I don't have enough, even with double Titanic Growth, to kill my opponent. Oh, he had 2 creatures? Well, that's going to make things difficult. Well, it was a tough one. I don't see the sense in leaving it back. So, yeah, that was a tough loss. I guess maybe made the mistake. Okay, so I should have chumped with my Trapper instead of blocked with my Soul Hoarder. Double Titanic Growth leaves me 1 short. Sure do. But still looks better than Might of the Masses. Well, that was weird. I win on the mull to 5 and I lose with the grip of 7, so it's just very strange. I mean, I feel like we should be able to beat him, like, fairly easily, actually, but I did just lose. Do I want to, like, ditch a Titanic Growth for a Fetid Imp? But now that I'm on the play, maybe the Titanic Growth's better. Maybe I want Reclaim to, like, get back Soul Hoarder, but if I'd seen Maulers earlier, I would have been fine. Still have yet to see Hydra. I still think double Read the Bones is okay, although I see why it could be dangerous since our opponent is playing an aggressive deck. One of Caterpillar was fine. Gnarlroot Trapper wasn't that great. It like, you know what? Let's ditch that for the Imp. I think that's a little bit better. We'll try and outvalue him. I'll keep this. Obviously, we lose if we don't draw either lands or Leaf Guilders. But I like having the Caterpillar. We definitely don't play a turn 1. Although, I'm going to need another green mana if I expect to play it and use it right away. If he has the turn 1 Vortex or whatever. Okay, I'm fine playing Elite here. Like, I could wait and play my pack first and then get the Elf, but I think that's alright. Alright, good time to draw a land. Alright, doesn't kill anything, which is good. And I think we are going to actually reave that. I don't see why not. Alright, drawn lands is really good right now, so I'm perfectly content to just beat down until we've got our 5th land and Rocks Mauler our opponent to death. Seems like he's got to deal with this stuff right now, and we didn't see a ton of creatures from him that were all that intimidating. Oh, spoke too soon. Alright, well, we can just continue the bashing. How much does it cost him? Well, it costs him quite a bit, I guess, to use it, so. Maybe Macabre Waltz, and then he gets to replay this. That's pretty intimidating. Him attacking. So well, it doesn't have the Titan strength. I would have attacked anyway, but definitely just busts out another Mauler here. So he's got Cruel Revival mana. Seems like pretty likely he could have it. No zombies to return currently, though. Empath is a great draw. I mean, at the very least, it's finding us more stuff. Husk is a bit intimidating. Read the Bones is really good here, so we're going to read the Bones, find a Titanic Growth. I guess Wild Instincts is pretty good too, though. I mean, granted, I can't exactly use it right now, but then again, he can sack in response. Alternatively, I can get Hydra, but I can't play it. Instincts definitely gets worse when your opponent's got Husk. Because, like, whatever I target, he just sacks. I mean, I could just target the Husk, but then he can sack. I guess he'd have to sack quite a few things. If I did it on the Mauler, he'd have to sack 3 things to take out my Mauler. Not even that's that bad. I kind of just want to draw Titanic Growth, though. But I mean, these are 2 pretty good spells to get, but I can't play either of them, which makes it worse. What happens if I attack with just the 6/6 Mauler? He possibly trades Husk and Double Thopter for it, which could be good for him. Maybe I do want these spells. Otherwise, I don't like the idea of just chance finding. I don't like the idea of chance finding Titanic Growth just by luck. I think I swing with Mauler here. Just one. I don't like swinging with the other one. His blocks, if he blocks with 3... What happens if he blocks with 3? See, the problem is if I attack with this Mauler, he can double block it and only kill one guy. I mean, otherwise I fake like I have. I think I'd just swing with this one Mauler. And if he wants to do some shenanigans, I'll let him. If he triple... Okay, this is interesting. I mean, technically that's not even... I guess the blocking order is... Because if he has Titan Strength, I want to just make sure I kill the first striker. And even with Titan Strength, he can't survive it. So I think I do... Sergeant, Flyer... Because this way, well, if he Titan Strengths 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. If I do it in this order, if I do it, actually, if he has Titan Strength, This only gets 3 toughness. So maybe I take out these 2 instead. This plays into Titan strength a little bit better. I think it matters less if he has the 1/1s. Well, that didn't even make sense. Okay. Well, he basically just handed us the best 3-for-1 I think I've ever seen. What the? Oh, he's going to play the ignition thing. So he's going to play mountain, sack this. What is going on? That was the weirdest conclusion to a match I think I've ever seen. So what was I going to do? Let's see what he says. Oh, good game, but I don't know what you did, buddy. Why didn't you... Like, it feels like he was playing around Titan strength, but if you're going to play around Titan strength, why don't you toss maybe a husk in front of it, sack a couple Thopters, offer the trade. I guess he's kind of screwed if I have Titans. I just don't get what it. His block didn't accomplish anything. So if I had bottomed these 2 off the scry, I would have gotten another Deadbird Shaman and a Lano or Empath. I actually think getting the Wild Instincts and Mana Gorger Hydra would be better. On my turn, I would have drawn a Deadbird Shaman. So I would have probably gone... I would have only had 5 mana. Probably would have just gone Hydra and I guess Caterpillar maybe, and let him... I think at that point it's safe to play the Caterpillar if he wants to use removal on it or whatever. He could have the Vortex, but then this gets up to a 3/3 at that point, and then I can just play Instincts and make it a 6/6. So, all right, that was a really weird ending to that game. We'll see you in round 2.